Good morning, students. Welcome back. In previous class, we already discussed the concept of inheritance. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss types of inheritance in a Java. Before going to discuss the types, first we can recall all those concepts we are declared in the previous class. First is, what is definition of the inheritance? The mechanism which derive a new class from a old class is a inheritance. That is, the mechanism which is deriving a new class from a existing class is called inheritance. In inheritance, we are used two terms. Those are subclass and a superclass. Superclasses are a nothing but parent class or a base class, and subclass is nothing but child class or a derived class or a extended class. The superclass is a class which the subclass is created from the class. Superclass is a class which is derived from the parent class. These two terms we are used in an inheritance concept. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss types of inheritance. Actually, there are 5 types of inheritance are there, but in our Java, we are going to use only 3 types of inheritance concept in our programming. Now, we can see what are all the types of there in a inheritance. First one is single inheritance, second one is multi-level inheritance, third one is multiple inheritance, fourth one is hybrid inheritance, fifth one is hierarchical inheritance. Now, we can discuss those in thoroughly. First one is single inheritance. Single inheritance is inheritance when a class inherits the another class. It is known as a single class. Single class is a class which is derived only one class, that is the parent class having only child class. This is the concept of single inheritance. Here one example is there, we can see, that is the file name is testinheritance.java. First here we write animal class. In that animal class we write a method, that is eat method. In eat method we printed that eating with the output line. This is the closing of main method. This is the closing of the class, that is animal class. Again here again is another class, that is dog class extend animals. Extends is a keyword which is used to acquire the properties of parent class. Here dog class extends the animal class. In this again we write a method, that is bark. In bark method we are going to print barking with the system.out.println, that is output statement. Here this is a closing of a method, this is a closing of a dog class. Again I am going to write another class, that is test inheritance. In this we are going to write a main method, that is public static void main. In this we are created a D object with a new keyword. With that object I am calling a bark method and eat method. The output is, the first one is barking, second one is eating. It means the animal class derived the dog class, and dog class is having a properties of animal class. In animal class and in dog class we write a two methods, that is first one is eat method, second one is bark method. In main method we are calling those two different method in a different class in a method. The output is barking and eating. This is the concept of single inheritance. It means the animal class extends only one class, that is dog class. This is the concept of single inheritance. I hope you all are understand. Next one is multi-level inheritance. Now we can see when there is a chain of inheritance is known as multi-level inheritance. It means, for example, A class having a child class of B class having a child class of C, and C class having a child class of D. D is a child of C. C is a child of B, and B is a child of A. It means A is a superclass, B is a intermediate superclass, and C is also intermediate superclass. Finally D is a subclass, which is a last class. D class is having some properties of C class, C class having a properties of B class, and B class having a properties of A class. A to D class there is a chain which are included the functionality of the inheritance concept. This is the example of multi-level inheritance. When there is a chain of inheritance is there, that is known as multi-level inheritance. As you see in the example given below, here an example is there, we can discuss that. The class animal, first we are declared the class animal, second we are declared the dog class, and again in that we declared baby dog class. See, first is animal class, second one is dog class, third one is baby dog class. See here, in animal class we write a method, that is eat method we declare. In this eat method with a system.out.println we are going to print that eating. Here the eat method is only print that eating. Again, dog class extends the animal. Dog class having the properties of animal class, that is in that again we write the another method, that is bark method. With the help of system.out.println, that is output statement, we are going to print it, that is barking. First in eat method eating we are going to print, in bark method barking we are going to printing. Again in a class baby dog, first one is animal class, second one is dog, again is baby dog class that extends dog. It means the baby dog class having the same functionalities which are acquired from the dog class with the extend keyword. In this again we write a one method, that is weep. In weep method we are going to print it, that is weeping. First animal class have a eat method, dog class have a bark method, baby dog class have a weep method, and dog class extends from the animal class and baby dog class extends from the dog class. Again finally we are going to write another class, that is the class name is multi-level. In that class we are going to write a main method, that is public static void main. In this from baby dog class we created the D object with a new keyword. From that D object we are calling a all methods which are declared in a all classes. First here D dot whip, from D object we are calling a whip method, from D object we are calling a bark object, from D object we are calling a eat object. Here the output is in weep method we are printed weeping, first one is weeping. From bark object we are printed as barking, that is barking going to be printed. Final one is eat. In animal class we have a method, in that we printed eating, we are calling it in a main method by the object already we are created in a main method, that is eating. This is the output of multi-level inheritance, and this is the example of multi-level inheritance used in our Java. Third one is hierarchical inheritance. First one is single inheritance, second one is multi-level inheritance, third one is hierarchical inheritance. Now we can discuss what is the definition of hierarchical inheritance. When two or more classes inherit a single class is known as a hierarchical inheritance. When two or a more class inherits the single class is known as hierarchical inheritance. It means A class having a B class and A class also having a C class and A class also having a D class. B, C, D are the subclasses. A is a superclass. It means three child class having a one parent class, or a three subclasses are having a one superclass is known as hierarchical inheritance. It means when a two or a more classes inheritance the single class is known as hierarchical inheritance. Here one example is there, in that dog and a cat classes inherit the animal class. So there is a hierarchical inheritance. See, here one example is there to explain the concept of hierarchical inheritance. First, in a animal class we are created the animal class, and we are created the dog class and also cat class. We declare the three classes. Now in animal class we write a eat method, that is, in that we are printing a eating with the output line. In a dog class extends the animal class. It means dog class having the some functionality of the animal class. In a dog class again we write the bark method. In bark method we are going to print as barking. Again the third class is cat class, which is extended from the animal class. In cat class again we write another method, that is mew. In this we are going to print as a mewing. And again the finally we can write the class, that is hierarchical. In that class we are going to write the main method, that is public static void main. In this again we are created the object from the cat class, that is C with the new keyword. We are going to call all those methods from the object. C dot mew, C dot eat we are calling. The output is mewing and eating. Here this is the example of hierarchical inheritance. These are a comment lines we are used in a Java. If we write a double slashes and something statements, that is not SS the programming. This is the just simply we are going to write the statements. Here C dot bar, that is it give a compile time error. It means animal class and a dog class and a cat class, these three class we write in our program, and a dog class also extends the properties of animal class, and cat class is also extends the properties of animal class. It means single class acquires the, or a single class created the two base class. One is dog, second one is cat. This is the example of hierarchical inheritance. Then multiple inheritance. I already told that there are 5 types of inheritance are there. First one is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and final one is hybrid inheritance. In Java we are use only 3 inheritance concept. First one is single inheritance, second one is multi-level inheritance, third one is hierarchical inheritance. Then why we are not using the multiple inheritance in Java? Now we can discuss why multiple inheritance is not supported in a Java. That means to reduce the complexity and the simplicity, the language multiple inheritance is not supported in a Java. Consider a scenario where A, B and C are the three classes. The example is there, we can consider as A, B, C are the three classes. The C class inherits the A class and B classes. If A and B classes have the same method and you call it from the child class object, there will be always ambiguity to call the method of a or a B class. It means now we are having the C class and that C class inheritance from the A and B class. The multiple class inherits the only single class. It gives a runtime error in our program. The compiler will give a runtime error because C class is having a same methods of A and B. It going to confuse that which method or which functionality from which class that a derived class going to have. Because of this problem, the multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. The compiler going to make a confusion for the from which class that going to compile or take the method and a functionality of that both class. Since compile time errors are better than runtime errors, Java renders compile time errors if you inherit two classes. That only I am told that if we have a two class, then we are going to inherit the single class. That time compiler will give a compiler time error. Because of this, we are not using a multiple inheritance in a Java. I hope you all are understand. Here the one program is there to why we are not using a multiple inheritance in a Java. See, here A class having the method that is a message method. In message method, we are write a system.out.println, that is output statement. We are going to print hello in this statement. Again we are created the B class. Again in this same method, that is we are going to print it welcome. In a C class, see here class C extends A and B. In a again in C class, we write a main method, that is public static void main. In this we have created the object, that is C object obj equal to new. With the C class we are going to create the new object, that is obj with the help of new keyword. Here we are calling a obj dot message. Now which method would be invoked? This is the problem. Here we write the two classes and again in another class we are extended the two classes. In inherited classes is the problem is which method would be invoked in a C class. This is why we are not using a multiple inheritance in a Java. It gives the compiler time error. The output is compiler time error because the A class also having a same method, B class also having a same method, that is message. In a C class, we are going to extend both the A and B class properties, and also we are created the object. From that object we are calling the method, that is message method. The computer will not take and it is not understand which method we are going to invoke in our program. It gives the compiler time error. That is why we are not using a multiple inheritance in a Java. Here the 5 types of inheritance are there. In single inheritance, only single class is there. In a hierarchical inheritance, 3 classes are there. Multi-level inheritance, 2 subclasses are there. Hybrid inheritance, 1 superclass and 3 subclasses are there. In a multiple inheritance, 2 multiple or 2 superclasses are there. 1 subclass is there. This is how the inheritance concept can be worked in our programming. First is, in a single inheritance, only one class is acquired or one class is derived. Subclass is acquired from a superclass. And in hierarchical class, there are 3 subclasses. One superclass derived the 3 subclasses. This is the concept of hierarchical inheritance. In a multi-level inheritance, there are 2 subclasses. Superclass having a subclass 1 and subclass 1 having a subclass 2. Subclass 2 having the properties of subclass 1, subclass 1 having a properties of superclass. This is the concept of multi-level inheritance. Hybrid inheritance, one superclass having a 3 subclasses, and multiple inheritance is 2 superclass having a 1 subclass. In our Java, we use only 3 types of inheritance. One is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. I hope you all are understand the concept of inheritance. Thank you.